Hey, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I know it's not literally Friday as in work week for everybody, as in Amazon people. Uh, this is either the beginning of your work week, the middle of it, or you're approaching the end of it, or it could be the end. But either way, it's Friday for everybody. All right, so I came across this video by my boy Jay Shetty. If you haven't heard of him, you need to look him up on YouTube, subscribe to his channel. He's one of the many people like Prince Ira and a few others that I followed for the last couple years. They're very motivational, inspirational, and are very knowledgeable on a lot of different topics and how they come across and portraying that and putting that out there for us to listen to and follow to and get our brains, our gears in motion. So can't even say I saw this late last night because it was 3:30 this morning, first thing this morning. And as a parent, it hit home. And for you as parents, I believe it will do the same. But this lesson is not for just parents, it's for everybody because we all can learn something from children, right? So there are six bullet points, if you will, or six topics, right, that I would like to share with you that I got out of that video. And hopefully it resonates with you guys. And then you guys can go about your day. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And have a blessed day, right? So here we go. So I wrote them down because I tried to memorize them. And it's not like they're a lot. But I wrote them down just to make it easier on myself. So if my eyes are bouncing around, that's why. All right? So this is going to be about tapping into your inner child. All right, so we need to remember how to be childlike, but not childish. It's a huge difference. Ain't no thin line there. Childlike in our thinking and or our physical, what we do. All right, so we as parents tend to think that all we do is teach children the rights and wrongs, the do's, the don'ts. But in reality, they are teaching us. Whether we are catching those lessons or not, they're teaching us. So I'm going to give you 6 things that we can learn from them. All right, so number 1, be fearless, right? Children will try new things without fearing, without embarrassment, without being shameful or feeling guilt. They jump off beds. They roll down hills. They spin around in circles nonstop until we tell them to stop because we don't want them to hurt themselves, right? They are fearless. And just as we might tell them, we need to remind ourselves that there are no mistakes, only lessons in life. Okay? Number 2, be curious. Children are known to ask about anything. Why is the sky blue? Why are there so many cars on the road today? Who are you just talking to on the phone? Right? The curiosity never ends. And I think that we as parents or adults tend to forget that. We think we know everything, or when they're asking us, we feel like there's no need for them to know all these simple questions that they're asking. But when we ourselves become curious, guess what we do? We flourish, we go hard, we dive in deep on things, and we grow. So we need to remind ourselves that just like we do for ourselves, we need to do for them, right? So answer their questions, pique their curiosity. Number 3, be present. This is one of my favorites. I hit on this on a lot of different videos. And I try to do this every single day, not just with kids, but in everyday life. Be present. So children do not get lost in thought. They don't contemplate on what they should have did that morning, how they should have said something to so-and-so, should they have eaten that meal. They don't get lost in thought. They are present in the moment that they are physically in. We as parents and adults We have lost that. We tend to live in the past or the future. And I think as children, all we ever knew, if you have kids, you can see this every day, all we ever knew as children was how to be present in each moment. That's a big one, my favorite. Number 4, be expressive. So children, as you know, will show how they feel nearly all the time without fail. They will make you aware whether they like or dislike something immediately. They don't waste time. They don't presume that you can read their minds, right? They put it out there on the table. As adults, we have veered off of that path a lot, right? We tend to put our emotions to the side and or act like or be something that we are truly not. Don't be afraid to show your emotions on the spot. Be expressive, all right? Number 5, be creative. So children, if you ever notice, they don't judge the quality of the work that they're doing. They just get immersed in it. They are living it up, right? You can't tell them nothing. Whether it's drawing, dancing, singing, acting, instruments, doodling, whatever it may be, they explore that creativity with no barriers and no rules. They just go in. As adults, as we got older, our barriers and rules just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So as I love to say, the only limits we have in life are the ones we place upon ourselves. And as kids, they don't have limits. They don't give themselves walls and barriers and don't do that. Don't draw on this piece of paper. There is none of that. They're free-willed. So be creative. That's number 5. And last but not least, number 6, be playful. Children laugh every single day. All right? We as adults, we forget to laugh for days because we're so caught up in other things and not being present. So when we do laugh, guess what we do? We tend to let go. And we tend to tell ourselves in that moment, it's okay. We give ourselves permission to let go. And like George Bernard Shaw said in his quote, we don't get old because we stopped playing. We stopped playing because we got old. I think that's how it goes. Let me think about that. Hold up. What did he say? I think I may have mixed those words around. See, so that one I'm shooting off the memory. I think it was, we don't stop playing because we got old. We got old because we stopped playing. That's what it is. All right? That's the one. That's the quote. So just remember, when we think we are constantly teaching children, take a second, step back, and remember, they're usually the ones that's teaching us, reminding us. All right? So take that in. Take this almost 10-minute video, food for thought for Friday, Feel Good Fridays. All right? Have a blessed morning. Have an amazing Friday. All right? Show some love to people. Yeah? And until the next time I see each and every one of you, I love you guys, all right?